Hey guys, Paulo here. Just a quick short video so that you guys will understand what the new grid offering is going to be across all 42 clubs. This is so that we can ensure that everyone can come to class, still maintain that social distancing that we need in response to this current situation with COVID-19, and also be able to carefully be able to control the variables in terms of what the exercises are, so people aren't really using the same equipment and they have their own little set that they can clean afterwards when they finish the workout. Yeah, so we've changed your offerings for boot camp and circuits. We're going to take control of that as well and centrally curate it from my end. What I've done with the programming is that we have a 3-day rotating cycle, and each day is a different focus. So we'll have a push and pull day with a little bit of a task at the end of it. There's a leg day, which again we'll have a task at the end of it, and we've got another day which is mostly aerobic format, where we'll be working with every minute on the minute, where you'll see when I send you those notes in programming, EMOM, that's what it means, every minute on the minute. So, equipment you will need, plates as per usual. All of your studios should have these body pump, Lesinov bar here. Also benches. 4 push and pull, that's probably all you'll need for this first set of programming. Yeah? Programming will be released every week for these new sets, and they will be the same for the week, and then we change the following week. Okay, moving on to your second format on the Studio Grids or Grid Studio, we've got your leg day. It is similar in format, like I said already, 8-minute EMOMs, and they're going to be alternating EMOMs every minute on the minute. So on the odd minutes, you're going to be doing your first movement, which is called a goblet squat. You can hold it like so. If you have kettlebells in your club, in your studio, that would be a much better option, but you can still use the plates that you have for your body pump here, yeah? So just full squat. Stand again, as many reps as you can inside that minute. Then into kettlebell goblet lunges. Step forward, step back. There is a max effort a minute in between the 2 8-minute EMOMs. Yeah. So max effort minute on this first one is swings, similar to a kettlebell swing. You can just use the same plates. Same concept where you really activate the posterior chain, trying to hit the glutes, the hamstrings, and the back, really hinging from the hip and then exploding with the thrust. Cool. Then, into your next move, or your next 8-minute EMOM. You can still hold that plate like you did in that goblet position. You can hug it in front of you. First is a kneeling to standing, as many as you can inside that minute. Stay loaded in the leg if you want to. Cool. And then deadlifts. You can use a bar. You can still just use the plates, however heavy you want to go. And then stand. Pushing the hips back. Soften the knee. Activate it through the shoulders. Great. And then your max effort minute is a wall. Find a wall. Get your butt level with your knees. So in that format, there is a finisher as well, which is another Tabata set. A little bit of a challenge for this one, see how many reps you can do, and if you can maintain and stay consistent through all those 8 rounds. So moving on to the third studio format. This one's called aerobic. So the aerobic EMOM is basically working the same every moment on the minute, but this time we have 6 stations, or rather 6 exercises, And you go from one exercise to the other, and trying to really complete as many reps as you can. And the idea here, we're gonna work in 3 rounds. First round, you're gonna go work to the 40-second mark, rest 20 seconds inside that minute block. And you do that for 6 times. The 7th minute you rest. Once you reset, you go on to the second round. You're gonna go for 50 seconds of all those 6 movements, resting 10 seconds in between. And on the last round, no rest, you just go for 6 minutes all out on every single one of those 6 movements. Yeah, still working with the same principles of the primal movements, where you still go bend, push, pull, squat, lunge, and twist. Let's move on to, for you guys that have the current grid offering, not quite the grid training programming yet, this one's for you. So we're gonna try and reformat and repurpose Grid Lean and Grid Strong, changing the content a little bit of the exercises so that we can still maintain that whole social distancing and control the space that we're working in, so that we can make sure that people are still staying safe using the room equipment in class. So what we've done to change it, let's start with Grid Lean first. If you remember the format, it's 3 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds with a tough minute at the end of each round. Yeah? With your traditional Tabata, it's always been 8 rounds. When we did Grid Lean, we sort of changed that to have 8 movements inside those 8 rounds, in effect not really getting the benefit of what Tabata was supposed to be. So what we're going to try to do now is bring back what the original Tabata set was meant to be done. It was supposedly meant to be done. So with the first round, we're going to do an alternating Tabata. So you're only going to do 2 movements each. And with those 8 rounds, you separate it into odd and even. So on the odd minutes, or rather odd 20 seconds, I'm going to start off with, I don't have kettlebells in the studio with me, but we'll just pretend these are kettlebells. 1 kettlebell in front, like 8 goblet squat. You do as many as you can in 20 seconds. And then 10 seconds rest. Then you're alternating or even minute 20 kettlebell swings. So here you still hit your hinge and your squat movements. Cool? We're still staying within those 6 primal movements. So you do that for that first round, 4 rounds per movement. That makes it 8 rounds. And then on your tough minute, what I like to call max effort minutes, you do a little bit of a task there. So I think the first one we've got is a plank. Okay, so into your second round. We stick to the true essence of Tabata, and you do only 1 movement. The one that we've got to start off is a renegade row with a push-up. So still staying true to the 6 primal movements, we combine them together into 1 move, yeah? So 1 renegade row, into a push-up. So still using these plates. You can use obviously you'll use dumbbells on the floor. So a push-up, into a row, push-up, row, push-up, row, as many as you can in 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest, keep going for 8 rounds. Then you have another max effort minute. I think this one, you got wall walks. If you've never done a wall walk before, or maybe if your club doesn't have the space, then you can just do shoulder taps or plank or bear crawls. If you have space on the wall, push up, walk the feet up, walk the hands in, walk the hands out, step down, back to push up. If your people are a bit wary of that, just push up, walk the feet as high as you can, walk them back down to a push up. And moving on to Grid Strong. Still using the same button on the iPad. You can still work with the timings, even though the timing that would be showing on there would be 40 seconds and then a 5-second transition, then a 15-second power phase. You can just ignore all that and just look at the timer, and as long as it goes a full minute, then you move on to the next station. Basically, you have 6 movements every single time, and you basically work till the end of the minute as much as possible. You've got a rest minute at the end of each round. You do it for 3 rounds. And at the end of it, you have another tough minute or max effort minute at the end of that. So in essence, no real change with the programming except for the emphasis on tempo. We're just going to take that tempo away, still working within control and within technique, but going for max reps inside the minute. And hopefully, max weight. Other than that, that should be it for all the grids. Hopefully you guys understood everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. I'd be more than happy to explain things a little bit further.